video, I'm going to show you why the technique that you're using currently for your under eyes is not working. It's possible that the technique that you're using is causing further under eye creasing, and in this video, I will show you exactly how you can prevent it. It's a common myth that setting powder will help stop your under eye creasing, but that's not really the case. So if you're interested in this video, let's get to it. On one side of my face, I'll be showing you the regular technique that we have been taught on social media. But on the other side, I'm going to show you a technique that will actually stop your under eyes from creasing. And the best part is I'll be using the same setting powder on both the sides. Before getting into the video, I wanted to let you know that I've removed all color corrector and concealer from underneath my eye. But I've got a foundation on because I'm doing a wear test on it, which will be coming in my next video, so stay tuned for that. But before we can get into makeup, we need to focus on hydrating our under eyes. The skin underneath the eyes is extremely thin, so you need to use an eye serum or a very lightweight eye cream. This will ensure that the skincare goes into the natural lines that we have, which will prevent your makeup from settling in. I like using the ordinary multi-peptide eye serum. With this, you just need to apply the tiniest amount. So I just applying one drop, that's sufficient. And you want to take your ring finger, dab it into the product and apply it underneath the eye. This will ensure that you're hydrating the under eyes, which will make it look more plump, and it will prevent your makeup from sitting in those fine lines. Always remember that good skincare is important. So on this side of my eye, I have applied the eye serum, and this side I haven't. The first possible error that you could be making is that you move your foundation towards the under eye. I've just taken some more foundation at the back of my hand so I can show you. The problem with applying foundation on the under eye is that the skin is already very thin. If you're going to apply foundation first and then concealer and then all the rest of the products, that is too much for your under eye. It can't take it. So on this side, I've applied foundation on the under eye, and on this side, I'm just applying foundation when I normally do. Yes, I already have foundation on, just doing some touch-ups. You can see that I'm completely avoiding the under eye area. So if you can see, there's some creasing on this side of the eye, whereas there's no creasing on this side. Next up, it's important to consider what kind of concealer you're using. If you go for something like the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, it is of a thicker consistency, so this could also lead to more creasing. Whereas if you go for a liquid concealer, this might not give you full coverage, but it can prevent under eye creasing as well. So on this side, I'm going to pack it with the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. The shade I'm using is Biscuit, and I'm just going to apply that on the under eye. You can already see how much product it has deposited, which is great for full coverage, but I don't think it's that great, in my opinion, for under eyes. And then I'll just blend that out with my finger. This side might look a bit better, but you need to see towards the end of the day what actually happens. But now I'm going in with a liquid concealer. You can use any, but just pay attention to where you should place it. We all have natural lines over here. It's skin, you smile, you laugh. There's a lot of movement in that area. So the smartest way is to apply your concealer just where the darkness is. And you're going to avoid any lines at the moment. So you're going to apply it towards the inner corner, bring down the concealer a bit here, and then apply it to the end. And I like to use a beauty sponge, and we're just going to blend that out. I want you to dab it on the inner corner as much as you can, because that's where we need maximum concealer help, and then just bring it down. Do not go up into those lines at all. And just here, you just want to lift the eye a bit, but you don't want it to crease either. So basically where I'm applying it is on the inner corner and just on the orbital bone. And now once you have done that, just to blend it out, use another side and move that towards the under eye. This is just making sure you're blending it all out. And you're sort of getting the same effect, but the placement is very different. So basically what we have done is we have applied concealer where we need it and then just blended it. Whereas on this side, I've applied it everywhere and I can already see that it is creasing. And now on social media, we have been sold the myth that setting powder is going to cure all sorts of creasing. Creasing around the smile lines, underneath the eyes and all over the face. I'm not saying that this setting powder is bad. What I'm saying is that the way we are applying it might not be right at all. So for this video, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Lasting Fix Matte Finish Setting Powder. So on this side, you can see that we have a lot of creasing happening. And on this side, because we have applied our eye serum and we have strategically placed the concealer, it has creased slightly, but not as bad as this side. So on this side, I'm just going to apply your setting powder directly without blending, without trying to get rid of the creasing first. I'm going to take my Home Beauty brush, and this is number 5. And I'm just going to take whatever powder is on the lid. I've coated the brush well and I've not dusted it out either. And now we're just going to set the under eye. This side, even though the powder has done a great job at blurring and smoothing, if you see up close, concealer is sitting in the line there, and that is going to get worse throughout the day. Whereas I like to take the side of the sponge that I use the concealer. Let's blend that out just slightly. And once you've done that, immediately take your brush again, dab it into the product, make sure you're dusting off the excess, and now you're going to set it. This is one of the biggest problems why there's so much of creasing happening during the day and why you're not getting that flawless under eye coverage. It's all about how you're applying your setting powder. And if you really want a flawless under eye finish, I've got another option for you. After you've used your setting powder, go in with a finishing powder. This is the Nikia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Pressed Powder. So what you're going to do is you're going to set your under eye with this powder in the same way you did with your setting powder. You're going to take your brush, dust off the excess, and now set that. This is going to lock in your makeup and your concealer is not going to move at all. I have been trying this technique recently and it has been a real game changer. So finally, now when we zoom in, this side you can see has got no concealer in the lines at all. Whereas here, have a look at that. That has got so much concealer there and it's going to move around and it's going to be very chaotic on the face. So I hope this video really helps you get that flawless under eye finish that you're looking for. And as always, if you've liked this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you again in my next video. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.